Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive their own 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Bravo. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Dances away. There he goes. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's low. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Ball State's offense will take the field for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Buys a little time with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass on the fly motion. Slithers into space. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Gotta feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Q. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Finds his man. It's Bravo. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. To the air, it's Freeman. The quick out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense drags him down. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Smashes ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Freeman. Back open in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's DeLuca. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Well, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Oh, they're after him.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Freeman. Pocket breaking down. Finds a spot in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Keeps it on the draw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's strong. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into half.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Under fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And, man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quickly complete.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to throw. It's Freeman. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Pugh. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Smashes through the tackle. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Powers forward. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Top 25 teams at a very...
He's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ball State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Unloads it left. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Going over the top. Makes a grab deep. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Bulldozes his way through. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Cardinals are flying down the field. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick release by the QB. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Jones to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Jones wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's DeLuca. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Finds his tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Pulls and fired complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up and see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it behind the line. It's Strong. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats.